Okay, guys. Sorry, I just walked in the door and I wanted to hurry up and get the video going so I could talk to you guys a little bit. I have nothing written down. All I have is a Dr. Pepper and I'm going to go with it. All right. Let's start with this is not new. Everything that's going on, all this evilness is not new. This has been going on for an extremely long period of time, for ages. Okay, so you want to go back even farther than the Nazis, farther than Hitler. You want to go back farther, okay? Do know that there have always been people in the background, and they set a plan in motion. These have been very patient people, very patient. And they knew that they had to raise their children, their family, get people on board, and it would slowly start to happen. So you take that all the way down to where we are now. Okay, it's like almost fully exploded. They have where people are okay now with same-sex marriages. We're okay with people pretending to be females when they're males and vice versa. We're okay with children having sex at extremely young age, having abortions and it being okay. We're okay with women just having abortions. We're okay with seeing a little bit of harder core sex on regular TV. We're okay with it being mentioned in our kids' cartoons. Do you see where I'm going? And if you was to go backwards toward the 50s, some of this stuff that we're looking at on TV would have never been okay back then. I'm going to take these glasses off because I feel silly. Never been okay. So that's where I want you to kind of look. This has been they've been slowly putting it on there. I've asked many of you to look up Operation Mockingbird. This is when the CIA got with the media and they started controlling anything that they would put out. If it's something that the CIA did not want the public to know, then the media was not allowed to talk about it or to dig into it, get deep into it. Kind of see where I'm going with this. All right, you want to go back toward the JFK assassination. All right, JFK family was not, I don't want to say that they're bad people, but there were questionable things, okay? So the father thought once his sons would get into office that everything would be okay. Well, his sons did the total opposite than what they expected. And it made a lot of people mad. And one, JFK saw right off the bat that the CIA had too much power. He saw where it was going. He knew, all right, people? So when people say, oh, it was just some random guy, didn't like them and blah, 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 do know that there was more to it, okay? There was more to it. You need to look up MK Ultra. That's mind control. Now, when they first started off doing mind control on people, it was pretty brutal, all right? Forcing people to watch animal mutilation, children being sexualized, raped. They would force these people. You see it in movies. Sometimes you see them there. They got their eyes open like this, or they're forced to watch something over and over and over. That's what they do. That's what they used to do. Now, what they're doing, instead of pinning your eyes like this, you're focused on your TV set. You don't get up unless it's a commercial. Run in here, get something to drink, go back, and you're like pinned. Okay? That's still your eyeballs forced open. They're constantly feeding you propaganda. They're purposely showing you things over and over. Because if you see it enough, you hear it enough, you're going to think, well, it's normal. And they make it look normal. This is why you're seeing so many more. Every time I watch a TV show, you got to have 2 gay people in there. Why? Does it actually have anything to do with the story? Is there any way that we could have skipped that? I'm the same way with people having relationships. Does it actually deal with the story? Do we have to always have someone having sex in the closet or something every time we have some kind of thriller or a drama? Could we have made the movie without that part? Would it have still been a good movie? Do you see where I'm going? It's not that I'm against gay people. Don't take it that way. What I'm saying is, why is it that you always have to have an interracial couple now? You have to have a gay couple, or at least someone who is gay, and you have to have sex scenes. Why? I can enjoy a movie without all that stuff. I don't need it. If it's not part of the movie, then I don't see why do I need to know that this guy's gay? Why? Does it make a difference in his character? Does it make a difference how I'm going to judge how he acts in this movie, what his character's doing? Do you see where I'm going? It's mind control. It's to make you think that it's normal. It's okay. I'm going to keep doing this and doing this. And finally, Jackie's going to agree that we just, gay people are great. We all should be gay. I don't know. That's how they do it. All right. So now that you understand that, do you understand who is with that stuff? That's the devil. Okay. Look at Baphomet. That is a male, female, demon. All right. Look at the pictures. And who is at the window? All my cats went outside. I see them. Yes, I'm looking at you. When I went outside to feed the ducks. I had to hurry up and feed the ducks. I had to hurry up and feed the dog. Dog came inside, but she's still on her chain. Some of the cats went outside. I said, I'll just leave them outside. This way I can talk on here without having a cat jumping on me. But now they're like scratching out the window. Oh. Anyways, so that part of stuff, making all that gross stuff, I call it gross because, people that are married have sex. Okay, that's not gross. Watching people all the time have sex on there, if it has nothing to do with the story, I guess writers today can't write a movie without a sex scene. I don't know. Just any movie, there has to be some kind of relationship or something that leads you to believe that these two are having some kind of relationship. It doesn't have anything to do with the movie. If I live my life, I don't have sex all the time. Not that anybody would want to see a movie about my life, but you see what I'm saying? That's just, I don't know. It's just not right. So anyway, let's get past that and understand that they want this put in the heads. They want people to sit down and watch this. They know that your kids are sitting there with you, and they're putting sex on there, so kids think this is normal. You're supposed to have sex. This is normal. You don't have to be in love, just have sex. If something bad's happening, let's have sex. I don't know. So understand what that is. So this is pushing you away from the light. Okay, now, what else have they been doing over the years? Well, they took prayer out of school. Okay, at one point in time, you could pray at school. I remember praying at school. I remember before a game or something, we would all hold hands and we would say the Our Father to make sure that none of us got hurt. All right? Now you can't do that. You can't pray at school. If you see someone fall down in the hall and get their head busted up, and don't bend down and say the Our Father or Hail Mary because, you can't pray in school. Wait a second. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on a second. I want y'all to get on the page with me. Okay, so they're trying to make it a bad thing that you can't do it. They've been fighting and arguing for years about taking God and trust fee out of our money. Okay? They're slowly taking God out of everything. Remember, we used to write the word Christmas, and then all of a sudden it says Xmas. They took Christ out of Christmas. What is Christmas? What does Christmas mean? It does not mean you go get in debt to buy everybody and their grandma a present and put it under a tree. That's not what Christmas is. If you think that's what Christmas is, I need you to re-examine your soul. Okay? What Christmas is celebrating a birth of our Savior. Now, yes, he was not born on that day. That's just a day that was set aside that we celebrate. I don't know what day he was born. Do you? Okay, so we just celebrate this day. A lot of people do things like that. They'll have a day that they celebrate something because they don't know the actual day. That's not a bad thing. They just chose that day. I do know, this is going to freak a lot of you out. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on here. A lot of our holidays are set on top of pagan holidays. Now, a lot of churches were built on top of pagan churches. You need to look that up. You need to understand. Now, am I saying everybody who is Catholic is bad? That's not what I'm saying. Okay? I'm not saying the religion itself is bad. Okay? I just want people to understand. Because remember, everything you thought you knew, you don't. You're going to relearn everything, and it is going to shock so many people. This is why it's so important to do your homework, to do the research, because you have to understand things from then to understand how they fall today and where they're going to be tomorrow, because you're going to wake up one day and nothing's going to be the same. And you're going to feel lost, you're going to feel scared, and you're going to feel alone. And if you kind of have a concept of where we were there and how we got here, this is going to help you along. Because remember, some of us woke up really early in life and was bombarded with visions and voices telling us to do certain things. I was one of them. I've always been psychic, but I mean, I got bombarded. And my job is to try to explain what I'm seeing, what I feel, and what I hear the best of my advantage to you. So you can help others. Does that make sense? I'm not saying I'm special. I'm not. I'm a regular, everyday person that works 2 jobs. 2 jobs. I hardly sleep. I hardly eat. You can look at the bags in my eyes. I'm exhausted. But I know when I need to make a video to try to explain. Sometimes when I'm talking into my phone, because I don't type, I talk into my phone because I hate those little bitty buttons. And it misspells my words. It comes up with all kinds of craziness. And then it will forget to put a period, or I'll forget to say period, and then you got this long thing, and people are like, oh, I can't understand it. So I was like, okay, I just have to make videos, and people just have to get over some days when I'm tired. Because I don't have a day off, a full day off, where I can relax and do my hair and, fix everything up and come over here and sit down and make a wonderful video, because that's just not what I am able to do. I'm not claiming that you should listen to me. What I claim is you should listen to a lot of different people. This way you get different aspects, and then you put it together and you come up with your own idea, okay? I'm just one of many that does this. I'm not alone. So do listen to other people. Listen to what they say. Just don't take my word for it. This is what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to do your own research and learn these things. I am leading you to the water. You have to drink it, okay? Once you get it, you understand it, then what your job is to be there when someone needs your help. And people are going to need our help. You just don't know. Now, I am not going to stop at this phase. A lot of people aren't going to know what to do after President Trump is president again. Do know there is another phase, and then a phase after that. Okay? My job continues. So I'll be able to go into more and talk more, and I want people to communicate with me. I want you to put a comment. Jackie, what did you hear? What do you see? What do you feel about this? So I can try to tell you, because I want more people to understand what's getting ready to happen to them, to your loved ones, to your friends, your family, everything. Everything's going to change, guys, okay? I just want you to know where we were to get you here. So I'm kind of going really fast, and I'm skipping a lot of things. Okay, now we understand what Kennedy wanted. He wanted to get rid of the CIA. What did they do? They assassinated him, all right? It's very important. There were a lot of people involved in that, okay? That's one of the things. This is actually when the word conspiracy theory came up, because they didn't want people to talk about, the guys in the bushes or behind the fence, or there's no possible way it could have been more than one sniper, blah, blah, blah. Well, then his brother was killed. So some people would think, well, that's just a coincidence. No, there's no such thing as a coincidence. People, quit saying that. There's no such thing. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. Okay? It wasn't a coincidence. It was done on purpose. Yes, Robert Kennedy would have been another great president. Okay? He would have. Do you know his son, John, did say that he would tear down D.C. to find the killers. All right? Do know that. There are very good people, very good white hats out there who are risking their lives, their reputations, their jobs to get this information to you. So please respect that. You can say they're crazy all you want, but if it's somebody who has a high profile job and they're risking everything to tell you something that people are saying is a conspiracy, then you need to say, wait a second, why would someone do this? All right? Why? And once you answer that question yourself, then you'll understand. Maybe because there's something to it. Maybe I just need to listen to it. It's like Randy Quaid. All right? Anybody ever listen to any Randy Quaid's videos? They are crazy. But he's on to something. So do not put past it. That man's crazy. All right? Don't put past it. He's not crazy. When he says there are people in Hollywood that are killing actors, yeah. Okay? There are people that are killing singers and sports figures, all right, for so many different reasons. Question it. Look into it. Find out, what was this person working on? Who were they friends with? What was going on here? You really have to. All right, so I wanted to bring you there to understand that this was all the devil. And what we're moving into in the Great Awakening is moving into God. Now, God is not a person, all right? You can call me whatever you want to call me. I believe God is like energy, okay? This is why he can be here, there, over there, anywhere, all at the same time. Because energy is everywhere. We are made up of energy. You know that? We are. And some people are able to tune it in from their gland here, and they're able to tap into it. I'm able to do it. How it works, I don't know. I don't question it. I just know that it's for a reason, all right? This is how some people are able to see into the future, how some people can see things in the past, how some people can do some of the things they do. It's all because of energy. And some people are on different wavelengths of this energy, okay? Some people are way up here, some people are here, but you have different frequencies. But God is everywhere, okay? So once you understand and try to not visualize it as a man walking down the street, and realize that it is a energy. It is everywhere, okay? It's kind of like smart energy. Like if he wanted to form into a man, he could. If he wanted to form into a dog, a burning bush, anything, because that's what he is. So understand that. Now that we've got that understood, and you understand how God is everywhere, we are going into it, okay? We are going into this light. When I saw it, it was like, how can I put it? It was like I looked over a cliff and it was gold. And I started walking into it. And as I walked into it, I was going like this into the gold. And it felt like someone hugging me, okay? That's because God loves you, all right? We are all children of God. We're not children of the devil. We are children of God. We were not put here to suffer. We were not put here to be anyone's slave. We were not put here to be murdered by people, sacrificed by people, or eaten by people, all right? We were here to learn and experience things and remember who we were. And then when we die, we go back into God. We go back into the light. And whether or not we choose to come back again, I don't know. It's up to you, all right? So understand that. Don't say it's crazy. Think about it. That's up to you, however you want to. But I'm telling you what I see, what I feel, and what I've been told things are. And if you listen to different people, some people have a little bit of different version of what I have. Now, do I believe in galactic beings? No, I do believe that God has angels. Now, whether some people interpret them as galactic beings, as elves, or whatever they want to do, that's fine. But I do believe that there are workers that work for God, and they do come to us. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. I was probably about 19 years old, and my mother lived out in the country in Pass Christiana. It was off Arcadia Road for those of my friends that live around me. And I was driving off of Minge on Arcadia Road going to my mother's house. She lived off like a little canal. And I saw a dead animal in the road. Now, yes, I keep paper towels. I keep newspaper. I've even kept boxes in my car. I didn't even pull my car because there's nobody on the road, right? There's like no houses. It's all woods. And I got out my car and I said, oh no. And I can't remember if it was a squirrel or a cat or it was something, right? So I went and I turned around to walk to the car, and there was this little girl who was probably 4 or 5 years old, all right? She was all human. She had, looked like she was in a Sunday dress. Now, when I say Sunday dress, when I was a little girl, you dressed up in like a dress, and it had like the little skirt kind of flared out, and you had the little white frilly things in it, and you had the little white socks with the little talus around it, and your little black shiny shoes, and your hair was kind of long, banana curled. This is what she looked like, okay? This would have been somebody when I was 4 or 5 years old would have looked like, okay? And it was a Sunday. And she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to get this dead animal off the road. I said, it doesn't belong here on the road. I said, I wouldn't leave a person on the road, so I'm going to put it over here in the ditch. She goes, I'm going to help you. I said, no, don't touch it. She says, no. So I grabbed more napkins, and we both drug the animal off the road and put it into the ditch. And I remember looking, there was a field over here and some woods over here, and I said, what are you doing out here? She says, oh, I came out here to play. And I went to turn around, and she was gone. Gone. I'm talking poof. Now, okay, you could say, well, that was a ghost. I don't care what you think it was. I believe it was an angel. And yes, it freaked me out there for a second because I've never seen one before. Because they're not what you think they are. They're not white beings with these big wings that flap or anything like that. They're not dressed up like they're a Greek or anything like that, or Roman. They're anything, okay? They can be anything they want to be. And I drove to my mama's house and I told Mama what happened. I said, Mama, I think I saw an angel. So I told her what happened and she said, you did. That was an angel. I said, but why did she do that? I still don't know why the angel came to me and helped me pull the dead animal off the road. But this is how my life has been. So this is why I know there is God. There are angels. There are good people. All right? Because I've seen it. I've seen it. Doesn't matter if you haven't seen it. Every day miracles happen. People don't want you to believe that they happen. So do know God exists. Good exists. Trust me. Okay? Anybody that knows me personally can tell you all kinds of stuff that in my life that are just how I did it, how I survived this, how I did this. Do know it, okay? So with that story, I want to continue to let you know that there are good things. So when I say we're going to walk into this is what we're going to walk into. We're going to walk into pure love. You've never felt this before. All right? Your stress is going to be gone. All right? Everything is going to be wonderful. People are going to be able to do the things that they want to do and not have to worry. Now, we're going to go back to the Satanist people. This is going to be a big thing that comes out here. But it's going to lead us into the second phase, the Satanism, all right? The devil offers you money, power, land, anything you want. But he doesn't offer you love. He doesn't offer you compassion. Okay? He offers you everything. And some people think, well, I don't need those other things. All I need is money. All I need is power. You know, the more power I have, the more money I have. You know, I can have anybody. Anybody will want me. No, they won't love you because you're cold. Satan, look at Hillary Clinton. And Bill Clinton. Look how gross and scary, decrepit they look. The last pictures, and you get the deep wrinkles in their eyes. I mean, they're scary. They look like walking zombies. That's what evil does to you. I'll be 53 this. Look, no wrinkles, no wrinkles, because this is what God does to you. Would you stop jumping in my window? Oh my gosh. This is what God does to you. Let me pause this.